I want to talk to you about expository text. Now, I just want to look at the basics because in future videos, we'll look at expository text in more detail. So let's get started. First of all, there are two basic types of text. The first is narrative text, and the second, which we'll look at mostly in this video, is expository text. Now, the main purpose of a narrative text is to tell a story. You're going to be telling a story about yourself, maybe a story about something else, but it tells a story. A narrative text has the following characteristics while it's telling the story. There's a beginning, a middle, and an end. There are characters, there's a plot, there's usually a conflict or a problem, and finally there's a setting. Narrative texts are usually written from the author's thoughts, experiences, and imagination. But the main purpose of an expository text isn't to tell a story as much as it's to inform or describe. Authors who write expository texts research the topic to gain information. And once they've gained that information, they then share it with the reader. The information, after it's gained, is organized in a logical and interesting manner using various expository text structures. And we are going to look at the 5 basic structures of expository text. So let's look at them. First, there's descriptive. There's sequence. There's comparison. There's cause and effect. And there's problem and solution. Those are the 5 most commonly used text structures in any expository text. Now, descriptive text structure, it describes the topic. Obviously, it's called descriptive text structure, so it's going to describe. It tells the reader what it is like. So whatever the topic is, it's describing the topic and it's telling the reader what it is like. It also tells the reader where to find it. The author uses photos and words to help signal the reader to a description, which might include an increased attention to the senses in order to bring the topic to life. So in other words, the author uses words to appeal to the senses. They use sensory images in the descriptive text in order to appeal to your sense of taste, smell, touch, sight, and hearing. And it brings the topic to life. There's sequential text structure. Now, in sequential text structure, events are put in time order, or they include an order of events in a procedure. Authors who are interested in explaining how things happen over a period of time often use chronological order of events, so they put them in the exact time order that they happened. Next is comparison text structure. And in comparison text structure, the author will compare 2 or more ideas. They may also compare 2 topics or subjects or objects to provide a clarity of the concepts. Cause and effect text structure has many events in history or natural phenomenon that happen as a result of other events. So there's a cause, and then because of that cause, there is an effect. Often, multiple events can occur from a single cause, which makes the relationships more complex. There's one cause, and with that cause, there are multiple effects that could happen. Authors who use cause and effect writing patterns are seeking to answer these questions. What happened and why? So the why is the cause, and the what is the effect. Problem and solution text structure causes people to look for solutions and then act upon them. Authors who write this way explain an event that is a problem for the people involved. The questions often answered are, what was the problem and what did the people do to solve that problem? Now, problem and solution text structure is similar to cause and effect. And the main difference between them, though, is that cause and effect relationships occur in nature as well as in inanimate objects such as machinery. problem and solution relationships occur only when people are involved. Now, what you need to understand is if you don't understand this concept or expository text, please review the content by watching this video again. It's important to know the basics of expository text. Also, in the future, as I said before, we're going to look at expository text in more detail. So keep updated on what videos come out on this site so that you can keep updated on more information about expository text. Also, visit mrferrero.com for any updates for Ferrero English or any other questions regarding 7th grade English.